Feliz Navidad, everyone! This is Stealth Expanding here, hoping you all had a very lovely Christmas. Now, for those of you who do not know, I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this channel. Originally, I wanted to talk about comics and anime and Magic the Gathering and Warhammer, all the things I really loved and enjoyed as a kid. So I'm very happy that in the last year we've had a lot of remakes of games that I really liked. You know, Star Ocean 3, Star Ocean 4, Final Fantasy 12, even the Dot Hack GU series has come down. And of course, Atlus is getting into the game. They are also making a brand new remake. That one's causing a lot of controversy. Recently, Atlus announced they would be giving us a remastered version of Catherine. If you've never played Catherine, here's a quick synopsis. Catherine was released in 2011 on the PS3. A puzzle game with a story where you were put into a love triangle between your longtime girlfriend Catherine.
Hey, how many years have we been together?
And a new girl you find naked in your bed one day named Catherine.
Is this gonna be a problem?
This sounds the same, but they spell their names completely different. This is exactly why I play games with subtitles, let me tell you. Otherwise, I would have been confused the entire time he was talking. The remastered version will also feature a new option for your love triangle, someone called Rin. And our initial character, at seeing her lack of normal female body features and the fact that she seems to have some kind of strange thing underneath her dress, makes us all think the same thing.
Trap, 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 trap.
Now, for those of you who don't know me, you should know I tend to feel the same way as Freddy about this.
I have feelings, world, for traps.
So when I find a reason to confess to the world that I love traps and get a chance to enjoy something that's so wonderful, so perfect, so pure, that people want to discuss it, I'm more than willing to. Except we ran into the same problem that happens whenever we have a character that's less than average, or a character that's slightly different, or dresses different than anyone else. That is that every single person feels like they have the right idea for what a creator should do with their character. And the one thing that really bothers me is that a lot of people are taking offense to the preview images when clearly they didn't play the game prior. You don't even have to go and believe me. I can just go through the bunch of tweets inside of the Polygon or the Kotaku article. One of those two. I don't even know anymore. I can't tell. They're pretty much the same trash to me. So there's the trailer for the Catherine remake, and it looks like third romance option is going to be a trans woman who Vincent will be horrified about having slept with. Ugh. Yep. Of course this is happening. I'm concerned you haven't actually played this game before. Further allusion to Rin being a trans woman with a penis. The teaser site for the game has a huge image of her lifting her dress, fading before you see the crotch. Everything here screams trans woman. I personally didn't see that trailer. In fact, the trailer I saw had something much different happen with him. Now, that looks bad, but without context, we really can't figure out what's going on there with Vincent. And this isn't the first time he's freaked out after seeing a naked person in front of him. I mean, again, he woke up to find some random girl naked in his bed before, and it freaked him out because, hey, I just cheated on my girlfriend. That's another issue I have. Look, it's Catherine, and she's trans. That makes 2 out of, 10 main characters trans in Catherine. The main's reaction is iffy, but I hope Rin's route has him understanding her better and not being trash, though that's being a bit too hopeful. I honestly can't tell if you're trying to say that trans people are a good thing or not. I mean, yeah, there's only 2 trans people in this entire game, but considering the very low number of trans people in the world, that's an enormously large percentage of the game. That's 20% of the game. There's 2% of the population? That's kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna play Catherine, but now I'm finding out it treats a trans character like shit, and even dead names her? No thanks. You, Atlus. I'm not sure where you're getting your information from. Where did you get the thing where they're dead named? Is there something there? I'm pretty sure that their name is gender neutral, and thus why it's cool to have Rin being a trans woman. I'm also don't know if they're actually a trans woman or if they're a trap, and it's a whole different issue. In a perfect world, the new Catherine would not only have a trans love interest, but one that's written well, fully accepted, never dead named, and couldn't be misinterpreted as a trans panic scenario. But, well, here we are. Once again, we don't have any context behind that one scene that we saw. I mean, we don't know why Rin is naked or what's going on there. Without actual context, you're only jumping at things. You're making things up as you go. You only see the bad when there's nothing there to see. I'm very concerned by the mental gymnastics people are taking with this one clip. The big question after that Catherine full body trailer is whether Rin will be actually portrayed as a trans or as a feminine guy. Finally, someone asked the question that I've been asking. You know, if Rin is trans, then she's a woman. If she's a trap, then she's a guy, and that's the general difference there, trap and trans. Which is another thing. I'm gonna go through a whole trap and trans series after this probably, because I started this video out to talk about that, and it just kind of it ended up being 7 hours, and I kind of decided to just cut that up because no one's gonna sit through 7 hours of me bitching about that. I'm thinking the theme of the new Catherine game may be about living, loving without prejudice or boundaries, specifically if the new Catherine is trans, but we'll see. Finally, someone who's talking some sense here. So what's funny about that is, even though you've touched on one of the various endings you could possibly have in Catherine, because this is a multi-ending game, there's not just one ending you can pick and choose. There's many different ways, but the overall point of the game is to choose who you love and to love how you want, and life is messy. That's kind of the entire point of the game. So if they add a trans person, they're trying to add that in, and if it's a guy, then it's a homosexual relationship, and that's cool too, and that's entirely different. And seriously, guys, just play the game, try it out. I would highly suggest. If you had PSN, it was a free game sometime last year for the PS3. And if you were smart like me, you go into the PlayStation Store every month and you pick up your freebies for every single system. It doesn't matter if you own it or not. You just grab all of them because you can. And then if you ever get the system, you can just go ahead and have it. And for those of you who have never played Catherine, play it. For those of you who can play it, play it. For those of you who haven't played it and are already decrying how Catherine is being set up, watch other people play. There's tons of Let's Plays of Catherine. There's tons of stuff you can watch in the movie scenes. There's different ways you can see how people played Catherine. And maybe you'll like the game, maybe you won't. But if your biggest concern right now is whether or not this trans person is going to be properly depicted, instead of the fact that there are new ways that the puzzles have been created, I have something to tell you right now. This game is not all about your love interest. It's also about not dying the entire time. And that's really hard to go and explain without putting up a bunch of spoilers, but there you are, folks. This game is about survival and then picking who you love, and that's kind of it. That's kind of the entire point of the game. So, you know, just buy Catherine Full Body. I'm going to buy Catherine Full Body. I hope you guys buy Catherine Full Body. This game is probably going to be a lot of fun, and I'm going to enjoy the crap out of it, so I hope you guys too. This has been the Stealth Hispanic talking about the newest controversy, which is Catherine, a game from 6 years ago. So there we are. I'm gonna start up a new series on the difference between traps and trans, and that'll be coming up pretty soon. It's just me ranting about this because this has been bothering me for a while. So if you like what you saw, please hit that like button, hit subscribe, and of course, check me out on my Instagram. Check out my various projects, and, you know, just do you. This is Stealth Hispanic saying adios.
Trap, 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 trap. Trap, 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 trap.